Well, hey there. I've been watching the Taidan forces patrol back and forth, and contemplating whether I wanted to make a run at them. They've got a number of ion cannon frigates I could fetch, another carrier, mobs of support frigates, heavy corvettes, and the ilk. But I'm gonna let it be. I don't think we need anything from here. We're just gonna go. And the 3 fighters I'm missing, I could probably take care of in the next spot. So, we make sure this is capturing. Huzzah.
At ease.
Quick dock our way out of here. Thank you, Homeworld Remastered, for auto-mining all that stuff left behind. Plenty of resources left. By the by, I'm glad there's some folks who have a vested interest in continuing this adventure with me, despite the year-long gap. I welcome reminders of game mechanics and what have you. No problems.
I am Group Captain Elson of the destroyer Capella. The Taidan Empire has become decadent and corrupt over the centuries. The use of the forbidden atmosphere deprivation device on your planet finally triggered the rebellion. Help me get access to the rebellion's communication network. I will show you a way through the defenses surrounding your homeworld. Take me to the ship graveyard at Karos. Hidden in a derelict, there is a relay I can use with your help. The rebellion waits for my sign to move into its next phase.
Alright. A rebellion we can take advantage of. Help us, I guess, reclaim our homeworld. Almost as if that was the name of the game.
Hyperspace transition complete. We have arrived at Karos.
Alright, what we have here at Karos? What you got for us, Command?
The communication relay is here. A fighter or corvette must dock with it to establish the link.
Alright, Captain Elson needs to use the communication relay hidden in this area to contact our rebel fleet. Dock a fighter or corvette with the relay to activate it. You think that's a guarded time? Gotta make sure the relay's not destroyed. Bunch of Taidan vessels gonna show up here. A lot of ways this could go sour, or we just have to rub it. Another paranoid check to make sure everything's capturing perfectly.
Research Division reports it is now equipped for heavy guns technology. We advise commencing research immediately.
Sure thing. We are already fully stocked on heavy cruisers. The 3. But we may end up losing one in the making of this film. Alright. So, we got ourselves a vessel graveyard here. Tons of debris. This appearance certainly is something, but who knows what the hell is lurking out here, right? Yeah, there's not a doubt in my mind. I'm gonna be scouting this before I step into that. I don't know whether any of this terrain can damage my vessels. Like moving past. We need to get some vision.
Resource collector awaiting orders.
I'm sure you are, and I'm sure you want to get everything going, but you're just gonna divide your
Reporting.
damn time. Alright.
Copy.
Let's start simple here with these scouts. Let's build a perimeter. Because I don't know whether we're going to be attacked in the making of this film, especially this destroyer. Because Taidan might show up to blow it up. Who the hell knows? So, let's get a perimeter, maybe
Green line confirmed.
10 kilometers
Reporting.
out.
Destination locked in. Roger.
Won't you come out here this way? We'll say move out 20.
Moving to destination. Copy.
Same with you. Move out 20.
Moving to destination.
Just so I can get a broad sense of what all this map's gonna entail. At least for my flanks, you know?
Standing by.
What is flanking in this three-dimensional space, man? I believe I have made it abundantly clear that
En route.
this kind of warfare, and even gameplay, is not my strong suit. Sort of, like, strategic overlay of, like, aerial combat as well as, like, water combat and space combat. Like, I can handle, like, tactical 3D stuff. Like, you put me on a StarCraft map, I can get height just fine and use it to my advantage. But this, like, bigger picture stuff? Nah.
Confirmed.
Escapes me.
Green line confirmed. Ready.
Hell, this might be needless caution.
En route. Confirmed.
But we've made good use out of these scouts before to give myself intel.
Green line confirmed.
Research complete. New capital ships available for construction.
And you know, hey, gives us the new opportunity to take a look at this heavy cruiser, 4,500. Yeah, we've gotten good value in capturing those other two heavy
Research
cruisers.
Division reports it is now equipped for cloak generator technology.
Alright,
We advise commencing research immediately.
sure, maybe we might be able to make some use out of that on this mission. Okay.
Confirmed.
Why don't we start having our scouts prod
Moving to
forward,
destination.
then? See what we can gander.
Roger.
All scouts, I want you guys to take an evasive approach. I definitely want you to be passive, though.
Reporting. Ready.
A proximity sensor, huh? Karos automata. Alright. That would indicate to me there's a potential for like a free-for-all. If like the tight ends show up, and I have to fight the tight end, as well as probably automated defenses here in this graveyard. Auto guns, huh? I wonder if this graveyard operates in 3 dimensions.
Research complete.
We've got a bunch like of indicators on the board here. It's possible that the graveyard has like an upper boundary, although we're seeing like shadows of things above. But for me to get this objective point, just driving straight through this, trying to think in 3 dimensions here, if I go above or below, that could be some value. Might take me away from some of the guns. So I tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna select the carrier.
Construction underway.
We're gonna order 2 probes. We're gonna select the mothership.
Construction underway. Assembly
Order
underway.
2 probes. We got a big resource unit profit after the last mission. These probes are only $70.
Probe complete.
I think it's fine.
Probe complete.
Scouts are only $70 too. These are long-range scanners. Okay.
Foundry, this is Floor. How far away?
Probe complete.
Yeah. How's it
Probe
going, buddy?
complete.
So, let's say that I want...
Probe dispatched.
Oh. Well, I kinda thought that you were gonna give me the whole... You know what, it doesn't matter what the hell I thought, huh?
The graveyard is defended by autoguns. They will complicate our attempt to reach the communications array.
Hyperspace gate? I'm sorry, you what? Okay, hyperspace gates. What could it mean? What do you see here with your eyes? Hyperspace gates, proximity sensors. a number of autoguns. Their proximity sensor.
We're under fire.
There goes the probe. Okay. Now, what I want you to do is do the whole three-dimensional movement thing. Now, why is it when I select my scouts I can have them do that, but you, for whatever reason, you didn't want to do that? I'm gonna do this again to move you, and you're gonna deeply offend me. I know it. You can't trick me. Alright. I'll just go ahead and select the... press the M key for this.
Probe deployed.
Let's go all the way up there. Another proximity sensor. See whether this probe remains intact. Whether we find any ne'er-do-wells.
Probe in position.
Oh shit, it sure is, huh? Okay. Things look good up here. But could it really be so simple? Or is something gonna happen that's gonna lure me down in there? I'm gonna squint. Doesn't have a clear answer to that question. I'm gonna choose to play this one cautiously. Let's move up this high.
Probe away.
And then this probe, I'm gonna order to go over here, but then I'm gonna move it far up.
Probe dispatched.
See whether I can make this work. See what kind of angle this probe
Surveillance
takes.
data available.
Great. See what you spot with your eyes. Of course, if this upper path doesn't work, I can always go beneath the graveyard as well. That's 3 dimensions for you. Definitely several proximity sensors to keep eyes about. I presume that's to stop you from using a cloaked fighter to get around everything? Wait a second. I think that's our next trick. No, this spot down here is gonna have to be watched by autogun turrets and probably a proximity sensor. They're not just gonna let me skate a thing in there. Right? He said, uncertain whether true. Alright, well, this sensor all the way out here in the boonies? This probe, rather? We're good. Yeah, not a damn thing out there to bother it. Cool. So that means I can relay things up to this probe.
Probe in position.
And then over to this probe, and then come down at the relay. My next question, then, is what all do I send? There's also possibilities for me, like, even if not on, like, a 3-dimensional plane, like, curving way out here and coming in, as well as over here. Okay. So...
Mothership.
what do we send?
Group 1.
These are all my strike craft.
Group 2 copies.
Those are the frigates.
Group 3 reporting.
These are the big daddies.
Group 3.
Okay. Refamiliarize myself with what I've got here. Alright, so we definitely need to have fighters and corvettes along, at least one, for that. So what I can do
Standing by.
is...
Moving to destination.
Stop! Stop!
Setting drives to idle. Standing by.
You. We'll make you group
Group 10 designated.
10. Right. Guard this heavy
Escort
cruiser,
pattern locked
please.
in. Group 7 copies.
You're the salvage corvettes? Maybe we can make use out of you in the
Group 8
graveyard.
copies.
Hold that thought. You folks,
Group
maybe
4
not so
reporting.
much needed. You.
Guard order confirmed.
Guard that heavy cruiser. Carrier. We'll just keep you by the mothership.
Group 2 standing by.
Strike craft. We'll keep you by the mothership. Obviously, except for
Group
the
1
scouts
copies.
we've got rolling there.
Group 2 copies.
Frigates? We're moving out. Why don't we
Acknowledged.
have a gravity generator
Escort pattern locked
go
in.
here, as well as... Where's that proximity sensor? We have one of those. You're here. Cool. Is it like a special thing that you do? No, I think you just do
Confirmed.
the thing. You also cannot fathom.
Roger.
And your special ability, yeah, we activate that. With that in mind, why don't we build another proximity sensor?
Assembly underway. Berths are clear.
Another gravel generator.
Proximity sensor complete.
Cool. Because I don't know whether we're going to be seeing any cloak ships. With that in mind, move on up to this probe. And we'll keep this proximity sensor by the mothership. And we'll keep these craft back here to defend it.
Group 2 copies.
Okay.
Acknowledged.
I feel okay-ish about this. Why don't we queue up
Assembly
another one of
underway.
these gravel generators?
Copy.
Like, these are used for smaller craft that come pouring out. They've been used against us. They're strong versus fighters and corvettes. And being able to freeze strike craft
Gravity
in
well
place,
generator complete.
because I'm not sending my strike craft, sounds like a pretty good idea to me. So I'm going to take 2 with me as I make my voyage.
Copy.
We're going to have them both guard that heavy cruiser.
Moving into formation.
Okay.
Standing by.
Like, hell if I
Ready.
know whether that extra speed does
Stand down.
anything
We're on
for you.
hold. Group 2 reporting.
Want you guys to go
Perimeter
defensive.
Set. Group 3 reporting.
Want you
Stay
guys to
sharp.
be
Group 1
defensive.
standing by. Defensive perimeter set.
Want you guys to be aggressive. These scouts that I have
Group
following?
10 copies.
Yeah, stick it that way.
Group 2
Great.
copies. Moving to destination. Group 3 standing by. On our way.
Okay, everyone.
Gravity well generator complete.
And you just get to hang out with us. Alright. Watch them ascend. That looks pretty cool. I really like that visual. It's, kind of frightening. It's pretty cool, but it's kind of frightening, yeah. Alright. So far, I haven't been attacked yet. This is a consequence of me turning off the timer. Controls, UI HUD. Show me that timer. Alright, it gives me a sense of how long I've been fucking around with our time. Okay. Yeah, alright. As we ascend to the heavens. Once I'm over there, yeah, once I'm over there, then we'll look towards, like, putting pressure down slowly. Because I imagine there's gonna be stuff around there to defend it, so you can't just swoop in there with a cloaked fighter. He said, choosing to believe that was true.
Group 2 reporting.
Also reminded of things like me not making much use out of the drone frigate. I could bring a cloaked fighter with me. I do have one back there. Ah, screw it. Okay. Proximity sensor. Head on over to that probe.
Group 2.
Let's keep the frigates
Escorting friendlies. Group 3.
with the class
Underway.
and begin sending the heavy ships over. Why don't we have a look at smoke generator?
Berths are clear.
Could have built one of those and sent it.
Berths are clear.
We'll build 2. Forgot about doing that when the research is done, and I don't want to wait because it's gonna take even longer, and I don't want to consume even more time on that. So I'm wondering when I'm gonna be punished for this. Because my expectation is that I'm going to be punished for this. Unless this is clever gameplay on my part. My eye is twitching. I don't know whether that's true.
Hyperspace signatures have been found at these locations, but we detect no new ships.
Okay, there's our punishment. The hell do you mean, no new ships? What does that mean, Command? Command? They're like, we have no more data for you, and I'm like, oh. Okay.
Reporting.
Let's have you folks come back with the heavy cruiser.
Acknowledged, ready for escort.
Maybe we send the proximity sensor back.
Roger.
Out of
Flight control engaged, assuming position.
a worry that
Generator
some
complete.
cloaked ninja is gonna come up on me.
Group 1 copies.
Speaking of cloaked ninjas, go ahead and pause this.
Guard order confirmed.
Guard that for me, just in case, while I'm distracted. Please. Okay, so that message that popped up, all those, like, circles were much down there. Which means that whatever consequence is going to come, I suspect won't be until I actually make my move on the relay. Okay, I don't see anything. That's good. But that does mean to me, because we saw those hyper gate things, hyperspace gates or whatever, that when I do come down there, I would expect the hammer to come down. I think this will be worth sending one of the scouts on.
Group 10.
On this mission for intel. I can get a better sense of what's going to be waiting for me down there. There's been no report or sign of hostiles? Okay. This would be an awkward time if the mothership got attacked. Why don't we
Mothership.
have a look at
Copy.
these cloak generators with a cloak ability. It makes sense when you think about it. Okay. Good. Well, it's been slow relocating the heavy vessels across this vast distance in space and time. We've managed. Mercifully so. That looked neat. I wasn't expecting that. How's it hanging, Debris? Debris looks at me and says, thick, slick, and hard as a brick, General. And I go, oh. Okay. Understood.
Reporting. Group 10 copies.
Okay. Let's move to this spot. But like...
Course set.
there. Let me know what you see with your eyes. With your brand. Your brand of eyes. Not too glamorous, me being zoomed out there like that. I know. But I'm not wanting to pride myself on a big picture view. Okay. That's good.
Group 10 reporting.
How about you? Why don't we move you here?
New heading set.
Yes, but also... You know what? Grimith could do this better. I apologize. It's my fault, really. Space is hard.
Destination locked in.
Space is fucking hard. Watch, a scout's not going to qualify as something that can access this communications relay. Like, that's not a fighter. Okay, there's our proximity sensor. Yeah? Yeah, okay. I can't dispute that's true.
Group 3 copies. Destination locked in.
Start moving the heavy fleet down, using these scouts as buoys. Much as I did during, like, the Supernova mission. Gotta put myself in range of blowing up that proximity sensor. And we'll see. Let's move this proximity sensor down. I'm chuckling if only because, like, all this, like, care and caution I'm having could just end up being the sort of thing that it's like, whatever.
Ready.
I think it's okay, though, to, you know, treat this mission with respect and courtesy based on the drubbing that the game has handed me before in missions past. I recall taking this same kind of care with the, with that Supernova mission that required, like, precise navigation. It drained me, for sure. I can't say it was tedious, it was just time-consuming and not incredibly enjoyable to do.
Group 3. On our way.
One of those things like, man, I don't want to repeat it. In this case, like, I've got great mobility to move around. I'm just choosing to play this one cautiously, because the objectives aren't asking me for a whole lot. Again, my biggest concern is that the mothership is just gonna get crushed. While I'm, while you were away, ... Also, did my voice crack there? What the hell? I'm on the lookout for these, supposed whatever the hells that are gonna come for me. Okay.
Copy.
Got a missile destroyer, yeah. Well, why don't we have this? Because there's our junkyard office down there. We'll have this go weapons hot. And I will attack move. Games like, you will do what? Don't you dare insult me, you peasant. And I'm like, okay, fine. I will get you to lower to my level. It's like, you will, what? Excuse me? I'm like, okay, maybe I won't. Maybe I'll just have it attack this proximity sensor and we'll go from there.
Show no mercy. Attack clearance received.
Missile destroyer, it's for long-range bombardment. I figure it can go on partying. There's a hyperspace gate there. Again, despite all of my ordnance, I'm treating this mission with respect and deference. Let's get a look at this. Beautiful. Alright, so there's a bunch of proximity things there, but that's not... Here we go, the missile destroyer is going on a rampage now. Well, I think, with this in mind...
Copy.
Why don't we just try?
Dock order confirmed.
Like, if that's gonna be how it is,
Docking underway.
why don't we just try?
We got company. Supporting friendly units.
That would be why we don't just try. Uh-oh. You have invoked wrath here. Crimes have happened. Well, nothing terrible is coming. Okay. It's at this point that I'm thinking, I could have brought the carrier, huh?
Move order confirmed.
Group 3 reports enemy contact.
I'm sure you do. I believe you.
Move attack confirmed. Pursuing targets.
There's an auto gun. I don't quite think you're accomplishing the... You'll figure it out. Meanwhile, I continually look for punishment. I did lose a scout. That was perhaps due to overeagerness, we'll call it. A willingness to see whether they're...
Contact. Supporting friendly units.
To confirm.
Roger. Attack vector.
Why don't you
laid
take
in.
that out for me, please, instead of the hyperspace gate? You didn't even finish that?
Group 3 reports victory. Group 2 reports enemy contact.
Enemy contact,
Group
you
2
say,
copies.
for Group 2. Tell me more. No, I think they're just moving down to support,
Standing by.
because I have them on defensive. He said wanting to believe that was true, and secretly
Green line
fearing
confirmed.
otherwise.
Group 3 under attack.
Standing by. Weapon set to full power.
As now, like, this hornet's nest of powerful...
Confirmed.
Sir, you don't...
New heading set.
No, don't be going out there to party that far. You hang with the
New order
others,
confirmed.
okay? I know you're a heavy cruiser and you're like, how about me? I can do it.
Standing by. Reporting.
Being which, normal destroyers,
En route.
you get back up there.
Acknowledged. Confirmed.
Please.
Confirmed.
Group 3 has defeated the enemy.
Standing by. Acknowledged.
Okay. Well,
Green line confirmed.
this has been a very eventful and exciting 31 minutes.
Copy. Dock order confirmed. Confirmed.
But I'm perfectly fine if I've somehow eluded the punishment here. That's A-okay with me.
Green.
Uh,
in. Communication link established.
alright. Good.
Patching into command node now. The Tidan Resistance has been informed of your actions and are preparing the fleets. You have our thanks. The hyperspace coordinates you require have been transferred to your mothership. Farewell.
So,
Hyperspace enabled.
I spent several hundred credits. And I lost,
Group 3 copies.
besides the several hundred credits, I lost a scout. What's in the rest of this junk feel? Punishment. Things warping in through hyperspace. Am I curious? How about we save that as like a potential peak for next time? Yeah. Yeah, I'm good with just taking my victory here. I mean, there could be some cool stuff for me to salvage in here. It's junkyard, graveyard, and all, but you know what? Superior tactics, baby. I guess. That's what we'll call this, right? Superior tactics? I'll talk to you all later. It's been good.